Okay, that probably felt like a really fast row, that last row. So we're all finished knitting our hat. We just skipped every other peg as we knitted around. And we are ready to take our hat off of our loom. So we're gonna take this working yarn and give ourselves a bunch of extra. We're gonna take it and go, starting at the beginning, here's one. We're gonna go 2.5 times around the loom. One, let's see, all the way around. There's one time. And I'm counting one as I get back to the anchor peg. 1, 2. Now halfway is gonna be exactly the opposite side of the anchor peg if you drew a straight line through to the other side. So this over here will be 2.5, or a half, but we've already done 2. So we're gonna do one more half. And right here, this is where we can cut our yarn. About here, it doesn't have to be perfect. We just wanna give ourselves a good long tail. Now we're gonna cut it. Okay. Now I need to get my yarn needle. In your little kit, you have yarn needles. They're these little tiny guys. These guys. They have a nice big eye that you can fit yarn through. And we're going to take the end of our yarn and put it through the eye and overlap it a good ways. You don't want to accidentally pull the yarn back through the needle, so make sure you have a good double, that it gets doubled up on itself pretty well. Okay, so back here at the beginning, I'm left-handed, so I ended on this side of the peg. If you're right-handed, you're gonna be over here, right there. So you're gonna, I'm gonna be working this way because I'm left-handed. But if you're right-handed, you're gonna go that direction. So, but the most important thing is this, that you go underneath through the loop. Come from the bottom to the top and pull the yarn through. And it will probably pull the loop off with it, which is actually what you want. Okay, so that has pulled the loop off this peg, which is good. Then we want to come with all of this extra yarn on the bottom, up through the top of the hole. Don't let it get tangled on your other pegs. And then that loop can come off. If it didn't already pull it off, you can pull it off yourself. Okay? And it's through there. And these loops should be able to slide together. Basically what we're trying to do is get this to cinch up into a tight bunch as we go. Okay, so we're gonna go one more from the bottom up through the top. Don't want to get caught. It's gonna get caught, but don't let it get caught. Okay, and pull the loop up with it. Okay, you're gonna do that all the way around. All the way around. If you're right-handed, you're just gonna be going around this way instead. You're just gonna be going this way because your yarn is already gonna be winding this way. So if you started here, you're just gonna go up this peg, and then this peg, and then this peg until they're all off, and I'll see you back there. Okay, so I've got 2 more loops left to stitch, cast off, I guess is the right term. And I've kind of been cinching it as I go. It's the last one. Now, yours might look way more open. That's okay. So if yours looks way open and all of them look like this, that's great. That's fine. It could be even more open than this. That's okay. This is where you need to be firm but gentle and pull your yarn and kind of scooch the loops as you go. Gently pull your yarn so that the loops cinch up together. If you pull too hard, you'll break your yarn and then everything might unravel, so please be careful. You want to cinch it until it closes that hole right up. I'm pulling on the yarn and I'm pushing my fingers to push the loops together. And when it looks like this, with all of your loops meeting in the center, it's all closed. So then we want to take our needle and go right through the middle of the hole. This is the outside of our hat, and we want to be on the inside so that we can hide all of our stitches. So I'm poking it through and I'm bringing the needle all the way through the middle. Okay, so now I've got this center where my yarn's coming through, and basically we're going to just tie a couple of knots to finish it. So I'm going to take the needle and I'm going to go through the center again. I'm going to make sure that I don't want to go all the way through to the outside of the hat. I want to go through the middle of the loops so that this knot is hidden. So I'm going to go straight through the center, and then as I pull my yarn through, you'll notice there's a loop here that forms, and you're going to basically bring your needle right back through that loop to create a knot. And as you pull that tight, it's going to create a knot. And basically, we just finished our hat, at least absent some little finishing touches. So I'm going to do that again, maybe 2 or 3 times more, going different directions. Sorry, that probably makes you sick. Bumped my camera. There's my loop, and I'm going to go back through it with my needle and make a knot. And then I'm going to do it another direction, pick another direction. Go through again. Okay. I'm going to leave a little tail. You can see, I don't know, about this long. Enough that I can put it back on my needle. And that is it. That's our finished hat. We will do one more video where we weave these ends in. But for now, this hat is done. This hat is finished. And ready to wear. Now we're going to work on the goggle next, which goes on the outside. But as far as if you wanted to just wear this hat, you could wear it after we weave the ends in. And I will see you at the next video for that.